Welcome to this edition of Dragonfly Soup. I'm Linda Watson-Call, and I'm glad that you could join me today. Do you know what are the two most powerful words you can say to yourself? Think about it for a second. And you probably say these words many times a day to yourself and to others. These words are, I am. These words are the words that you use to define yourself to other people, and more importantly, to yourself. Every time you say, I am, you are telling yourself, you are telling your mind what to believe about yourself. And remember, the mind believes everything that you tell it. It doesn't process your words. The mind accepts them and acts on them. In a way, you're projecting to the universe who you are, and the universe is more than happy to deliver it back to you. Think about this. Muhammad Ali had said, I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. And in fact, he was the greatest boxer of all times. Another person, Eminem, put a slightly different twist on it when he said, I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would you say I am? He was, in a way, allowing others to define him, but at the same time, he identified himself with what the public was saying. Whatever you say, I am. The philosopher Lao Tzu had said, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. This is very powerful, because by letting go of yourself, he allowed himself to be transformed into a higher person. These words by themselves don't have any real power. What it is the power of how our mind filters what we say. What is our intent when we say these words? What is our level of energy and focus? What do we say to ourselves? And how are we projecting the energy that activates the law of attraction? So, what are you saying about yourself? What are you attracting to yourself? And we all talk to ourselves. We all evaluate what we did, what we said, how we could have done it better, what we should have done. That's only natural. But what we need to do is really pay attention to what we are saying or thinking. Every time we say I am or I'm not, we're defining ourselves. How often do you say to yourself, I'm tired? Say it once, it probably doesn't have an effect, but say it 2, 3, 4 or more times over the course of a day or days, and pretty soon you can't even get yourself out of bed in the morning. The one thing I hear most often is, I'm not good at, and you can fill in the blank. Okay, you're not good at something. Then you're not. Your subconscious mind will make sure that the next time you try it, you will fail. Because you have been telling it all this time, I'm not good at. We can and do whatever we set our minds to do, whatever we think about, whatever we talk about. We are creating our lives whether we really want to or not. And we may or may not like the results that we're getting. But we are unstoppable if we do it in a positive way. As spiritual beings, we can become, we can change, we can create, we can release whatever we set our intention to. One of the things that you need to become aware of is what you are actually saying to yourself. What expectations are you projecting? What words follow I am? Because these two words are so powerful, it's important to choose what we say after them very carefully. We have to make sure we're being conscientious and purposeful in how we use them and when we use them. Now, this takes practice. But why is this important? Because what follows is creating our reality. Let me give you an example. I'm a substitute teacher in the local school district. So every time I'm called to teach, I have a different group of students, anywhere from kindergarten to high school. And I'll be the first to admit that some grades can be more of a challenge than others. But as I get ready in the morning to go to the school, I say to myself, I am energetic and resourceful. I am teaching a great group of kids today. I say it on my way to school. I say it as the students come into the classroom. And 90% of the time, the day goes by without an incident. The students are cooperative, and I feel good when I leave. I'm setting the expectation of the day. You see, when we have a definitive and concrete definition of ourselves, then we can expect that type of result. One way to define myself is in a relationship to my family. That's an easy one. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. I'm a wife. Defining ourselves in other ways can be a little bit more difficult. What if I asked you, what kind of work do you do? What would your answer say? I could say, I'm a writer, but that's not concrete or definitive, not by a long shot. What am I, a songwriter, a novelist, a playwright? A definitive statement would be, I am a mystery writer for young children. Try not to use the words I am for descriptions that are conditional. Like you might say something like, I'm incapable of doing anything right. That is powerful. But it's not concrete and it's not definitive. Incapable of what? You have to be able to do something right. Okay, the thing you just attempted didn't turn out right, but that doesn't mean you're useless. However, if you keep repeating this statement to yourself, you just might just start to act like you can't do anything right. This holds true for all negative statements that follow I am. I was sitting at lunch the other day and I overheard a man at the next table tell his lunch partner that he was a loser when it came to women. Then he went on to describe all of his failed attempts at keeping a relationship going. Yep. Keep repeating those stories to yourself and your mind will believe that this is the only kind of relationship that you can form. The universe will be more than happy to bring that same type of person into your life over and over again. When we talk negatively about ourselves, we are defining ourselves, and we can't change until we change our definition. So rather than saying I'm overweight, say something like I'm working at achieving my ideal weight. I'm a loser at relationships. Try I'm in pursuit of an ideal partner. Now, that might sound a little vague, so you just might have to sit down with yourself and define what that ideal partner looks like. But by saying I am, followed by a positive word or phrase, you are inviting those good things into your life. You are telling your subconscious mind that this is what you want for yourself. You are welcoming the universe to provide it. It's the positive words, not negative words, that bring health, strength, and abundance into our lives. The more times you say, I am, with a positive adjective or definition afterwards, the more you'll start to identify with that trait. And this is a wonderful thing, because you are actively creating the person that you want to become. You are changing your view of yourself. You are envisioning yourself, your new reality, in your mind. And sometimes, almost like magic, your reality takes on this new you. This process never fails. All we need to do is make a commitment to ourselves to become more aware of our self-talk and begin to think, speak, and act in ways that reflect our belief in ourselves. What you say, your I am, will be experienced by you, but only as much as you believe it. So let's stop here for a minute and consider how we can use I am in our lives every day. Let's do a short meditation on I am. Let's take a deep breath through our nose, hold it, and exhale through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through your nose, hold it, and exhale through your mouth. Complete each of the following I ams. Give a definitive explanation of what you do. I am, and state your career. Now state your relationship status. I am single, married, coupled. Define what you do for fun. I am a runner, an artist, a gardener. Let's define your feelings. I am grateful for. I am joyful. I am kind. I am smart. I am capable of. I am strong. I am deserving. I am loving. I am loved. I am. And take another breath through your nose. Hold it and release it. Always choose the quality you want to possess or portray. I am love. I am joy. I am peace. I am truth. I am power. I am spirit. That is the truth of who you are. That doesn't mean that you ignore your other thoughts or your other feelings. We will always get them. They will always be coming to us. It just means that you are telling yourself who you really are. Select 2 or 3 I am statements that are important to you and repeat them throughout your day. Now you may want to change them depending on your circumstances or events that you have or what's having an impact on you. But remember, your mind is that powerful tool. And when you incorporate I am into your statements, your daily living will change. You can be supercharged even more. Ralph Waldo Trine was a New Thought writer in the late 1800s and 1900s. He was also a friend of Henry Ford. Trine says, "Send out your thought. Thought is a force, and it has occult power of unknown proportions when used rightly and wisely. Send out your thought that the right situation or work will come to you at the right time and in the right way." So by becoming conscious of what we are creating through I am, we'll have discovered a not-so-secret secret for experiencing harmony, abundance, and fulfillment in every aspect of our life. And I will see you next week right here on Dragonfly Soup. Here's to our transformation and to our best year ever.